Trump has deployed the National Guard yet again. Welcome back to the Raw Report, where money meets news. President Trump has once again turned the spotlight onto America's cities, sending the National Guard into places like Oregon, Chicago, and DC. It's move that string major debate about federal power, state right, and what it means for law and order. Let's break it down. Trump announced he would send 200 National Guard troops to Portland to protect the federal immigration facilities, calling the city war-ravaged. But a federal judge blocked the deployment, ruling that Trump hadn't proven that there was an actual rebellion that would justify the overriding of states' authority.
Mobilizing the United States military in our cities is not normal. It should not be normal, and we will fight to make sure that it is never normal. Today's ruling is a healthy check on the president's power, and as the president, you must have an actual facts based on reality, not social media or just your gut feeling if you want to mobilize the military here in the United States.
Trump's workaround? He has now sent 300 California National Guard troops into Oregon, federalized under his authority, escalating a direct clash between Washington and the state. Gavin Newsom, California's governor, says the commander-in-chief is using the U.S. as a political weapon against the American citizens and will be taking this to court. He went on to say that his deployment of the California's National Guard to Oregon isn't about crime. It's about power. He is using our military as a political pawn to build up his own ego. It's appalling, it's un-American, and it must stop. Governor Tina Kotek says, "We have received no official notification of correspondence from the federal government regarding this action by the president. This action appears to be intentional to circumvene yesterday's ruling by federal judge." Beaverton Mayor Lacey Butte says, if those are the images that are convincing Trump to mobilize troops, then the president is listening to the wrong people. Citing at a press conference that the city does not require military intervention, and criticized the move as unrequested and unjustified. Back in June, protests over immigration raids in Los Angeles turned violent. Trump federalized California's National Guard and even involved active duty Marines. State leaders opposed the move, but Trump pushed forward, citing civil unrest tied to deportations. In August, Trump declared a crime emergency in Washington, D.C. under Section 740 of the D.C. Home Rule Act. He took control of the police force and deployed over 2,000 National Guard troops and federal agents. The mission went beyond security. Troops were also ordered to clear homelessness encampments and assist in the beautification of the city, sparking criticism of political theater. Early in October, Chicago became the next flashpoint. Trump authorized 300 Illinois National Guard troops to protect ICE facilities after the clash between immigration officers and protesters. Illinois' leadership pushed back, but the federal orders prevailed, marking another major test of states versus federal power. Trump also signaled he plans to send forces into Memphis, describing it as a deeply troubled state. A presidential memo was signed to activate federal guard troops to support there, making it another city on the watch list. All these moves are being challenged in court. Opponents say that Trump is stretching or breaking the limits of the Posse Comitatus Act, which restricts the use of military for domestic law enforcement. Supporters argue the federal government has a duty to protect federal facilities and restore order. The common thread? These deployments are hitting a Democratic-led city that Trump paints as a symbol of lawless America. This isn't just about troops on the ground. It's about power. Who controls America's streets? Local government or the White House? The fallout could reshape federal authority for decades. You've been watching The Rod Reports, where money meets news. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with news that hits not only the markets, but your wallet. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.